Bugatti is terrified. Not of competition, not of market shifts, but of one mechanic with a camera, a crash chiron, and the audacity to prove that their $3 million masterpiece can be fixed outside their exclusive dealership network. Let me ask you something nobody seems to be asking. When you spend $3 million on a Bugatti, do you actually own it? Think about it. Alex bought this crash chiron. He has the title. He paid the money. It's legally his property. He brought it to Matt Armstrong, a skilled, experienced automotive technician, to restore it. Everything about this should be straightforward. But Bugatti is acting like they still hold the deed. They told Matt he couldn't work on it. They refused to sell him parts. They dictated where he could and couldn't take the vehicle. They treated him like a criminal for daring to touch their precious machine, even though it legally belonged to someone else. This isn't about one rebuild project. This is about luxury brands fundamentally rewriting the rules of ownership. Alex bought the car, but Bugatti kept the keys to everything that matters: the parts, the technical documentation, the software, and access to the supply chain. And they're treating Matt like he doesn't even have the right to be in the same room as it. Here's where it gets worse and more calculated. Bugatti controls every single component in that car. Every bolt, every sensor, every line of code running through its systems. If Matt needs something to complete the rebuild, he has exactly one option: go through Bugatti. And if they decide they don't want to sell it to him, he's done. Game over. Matt tried everything. He went through proper channels to order parts. Denied. He reached out to authorized dealers on Alex's behalf. But he even contacted third-party suppliers who work with Bugatti on other projects. Shut down immediately. This isn't customer service. This is weaponized gatekeeping. They're not refusing to help because Matt lacks the skills. His track record speaks for itself. They're refusing because they don't want this rebuild to happen at all. Every no is strategic. Every denial is calculated to kill the project before it can prove what they fear most: that their cars aren't as untouchable as they claim. But here's where Bugatti made a critical miscalculation. Matt Armstrong has something they can't control, can't buy, and can't shut down: an audience. Millions of people watching every step of this journey. Every roadblock, every denial, every corporate power play is now playing out in real time on screens around the world. And this is what truly terrifies them: transparency. When Matt takes that chiron apart piece by piece, people see what's actually inside. They see the engineering, sure, but they also see the costs. They see how much of that $3 million price tag is cutting-edge materials and innovation versus pure markup. They see exactly how much is brand tax. Luxury brands survive on mystique, on secrets, on the carefully cultivated belief that their products are untouchable, unreplicable, almost sacred. The moment you pull back the curtain and demystify the magic trick, the whole value proposition changes. Matt Armstrong with a lift, a camera, and the technical skills to actually rebuild this car represents an existential threat to that entire system. Bugatti thought they had this handled. Send some legal letters. Make some strategic phone calls. Apply pressure in the right places. Problem solved, story buried. They completely misread the situation. Every time they pushed back, Matt's audience pushed harder. The narrative shifted from mechanic rebuilds exotic car to corporation tries to silence independent creator. From an interesting technical project to a full-blown David versus Goliath moment. Now it's not just car enthusiasts watching. Now Alex is stuck in the middle of a public battle. Other Bugatti owners are paying attention. Other creators are paying attention. The entire automotive community is watching this unfold. And those owners? They're starting to ask uncomfortable questions. Why can't I choose who fixes my own car? If I paid millions for this, why does Bugatti get final say over who touches it? Why are replacement parts marked up 500%, 800%, sometimes 1000% compared to similar components on other vehicles? Why does the manufacturer get to decide what someone I hired can do with something I legally own? These are questions Bugatti never wanted asked. And now they're being asked by the very people who write the checks that keep the company running. Let's zoom out for a moment, because this pattern extends far beyond one car manufacturer. This is happening across the entire luxury space. High-end cars, fashion houses, Swiss watches, premium electronics. Nearly every luxury brand has spent decades building a culture where they control everything. Repairs only happen at their facilities. Unauthorized technicians get blacklisted. Parts can only be purchased through their channels. Bringing your car, your watch, your handbag to someone like Matt can get you permanently cut off from the brand. They'll tell you it's about maintaining standards or protecting the customer experience. But strip away the corporate PR, and it's about two things: control and money. If you can only service your car at their dealership, they set the price. If you can only buy parts through their channels, they control supply. If they're the only ones who understand the technology, you're dependent on them forever. It's a closed loop, and it's extraordinarily profitable. But here's what they didn't see coming. 10 years ago, if Bugatti told a mechanic no, that was the end of the discussion. No recourse, no platform, no way to fight back. The individual had no leverage. Today is different. Matt Armstrong's YouTube channel reaches more people than most automotive journalists will in their entire careers. His audience is larger than some car manufacturers' entire customer bases. When he documents the roadblocks, millions see it in real time. When Bugatti sends legal threats, the internet archives them. When they deny parts, the evidence is time-stamped and public. Creators have real influence now. The kind that can shift public opinion, damage carefully built reputations, and force billion-dollar corporations to respond publicly to what used to be handled in private. And Bugatti is learning this lesson the hard way. Every action Bugatti took made the story bigger. Every parts denial, every legal letter, every attempt to shut Matt down just added fuel to the fire. The Streisand effect kicked into full gear. If they'd simply ignored this rebuild, it would have been an impressive technical project, cool for car enthusiasts, but ultimately contained to that niche. Instead, they turned it into something much larger. A movement, a referendum on ownership rights and the right to repair debate. A case study that business schools will probably discuss for years about brand overreach and the power of independent media. Now the conversation isn't just about Alex's crash Chiron. It's about every luxury brand that operates this way. Every manufacturer that treats customers like they're leasing privileges instead of buying property. Every company that decides who can and can't work on something someone else paid for. Matt saw this coming. That's the remarkable part. He did his research thoroughly. He documented every interaction. He built a comprehensive paper trail. When Bugatti tried to stop him, he wasn't scrambling, he was prepared. Let's talk about what Bugatti actually stands to lose here. Their entire brand is built on exclusivity and mystique. The idea that owning a Bugatti puts you in an unreachable tier. That the brand itself is untouchable. That only they possess the knowledge and capability to service these machines. But when Matt finishes this rebuild, and make no mistake, he will finish it, he proves something profoundly dangerous to their business model. These cars can be understood by engineers outside the Bugatti ecosystem. They can be repaired by skilled independent technicians. They can be demystified. The Emperor's clothes are still magnificent, but they're not magical. And once that mystique cracks, the entire value proposition shifts. Why pay $3 million for a car that only one network can service when talented independent mechanics can handle it? Why accept parts markups that would make pharmaceutical companies blush when alternatives exist or can be fabricated? Why remain loyal to a brand that actively restricts who you can trust with your own property? These questions matter because they strike at the heart of the luxury business model. Alex is watching this play out. Other current owners are watching. But more importantly, potential future buyers are watching. And Bugatti knows it. They're not just fighting to control this one rebuild, they're fighting to protect the perception that justifies their price point. So here's where things sit right now. Matt is still building. Despite everything, despite all the roadblocks, he's found workarounds for parts they won't sell him. He's connected with engineers and specialists who understand these systems. He's documenting every single step of the process, creating a public record that can't be erased. And Alex? He's standing behind Matt completely. This isn't just about the car anymore. It's about the principle. Bugatti hasn't backed down publicly. They can't, really, without admitting that their entire parts and service strategy was unjustifiable from the start. But according to sources close to the situation, privately they're reconsidering their approach. Because this fight is costing them more than just the profit margin on some replacement parts. Some owners are openly frustrated with the brand's heavy-handed tactics. Dealerships are caught in an uncomfortable middle position. And the automotive community, from professional mechanics to casual enthusiasts, is overwhelmingly supporting Matt. Let's see how this unfolds. Because regardless of how Bugatti responds, one thing is already clear. The old rules are changing, and they're changing right now, in real time, with this exact situation. The question isn't whether Matt will finish the rebuild. At this point, that seems inevitable. The real question is whether Bugatti will adapt to this new reality or become a cautionary tale about what happens when corporate control meets the democratizing power of the internet. Stay tuned. This is just getting started.